See, we have gone through so many methods of separation, and we have also seen a method of evaporation in which saline water, when was taken and it was we wanted back the salt, what we have done, the water was evaporated out of the saline water and the salt was left out with you. Right, this evaporation process actually is used on very large scale near the coastal areas where lagoons are made and the water is kept on the, in the lagoons, and then it is left for evaporation, right, where the water gets evaporated and you get back the salt, right. But if you wish to get salt as well as the water both separately, सपोज आपको ऐसा मिक्सचर दिया जाए और कहा जाए कि भाई आपको सॉल्ट भी सेपरेट करना है और वाटर भी सेपरेट करना है, यू डोंट वांट टू लूज एनी ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स, इन सच केसेस व्हाट मेथड आर यू गोइंग टू अप्लाई? How will you separate in such cases? Because there this evaporation will not work. Because if you are going to evaporate, what will happen? The water will change to vapor state. Because evaporation is the process of changing liquid to vapor, right? So if this liquid part will change to vapor state and it will be lost to atmosphere, and only salt will be remaining back to you. But if you wish to get back both the constituents, you cannot apply this evaporation, and there you require another method. So here we are going to discuss today about that method. Stay tuned. Keep watching. We are going to discuss today about this method, and let's see what is going to happen in this. Welcome back to Aakaar Chemistry classes. We are going through a series of sessions for the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure? And this is class 9th chapter. We are going to start with session number 27, which is going on right now, and we are going to discuss the method of distillation, where we'll try to get back salt as well as water both separately. Where we are going to get back both salt and water separately, and we are not going to lose water out of it. Now, what is the process actually? What happens into it? See, this is a process of heating a liquid to form vapor. In this also, it is changed to, the liquid part is changed to vapor state, but further it is cooled down. Further, the liquid part is cooled down to get back into the form of liquid. Are you understanding what is happening? That liquid is changed to, first of all, liquid is made to change into vapor state. Made to change to vapor state. Once it is changed to vapor state, you will get the solid part with you. You will get solid separated out of it, right? Once the liquid is changing to vapor state, you will get solid back to you. Solid part is left out, right? Now this vapor state, or you can say that this vapor is taken, or you can say that it is collected in some other say jar, and then it is condensed. Okay, then it is going to be cooled down. This vapor further is going to be cooled down. Okay, and you will get what? You are going to get liquid part back. Understood? Understood what we are going to do? Distillation is the process in which you are going to get both the constituents separately. You won't lose any of the constituents in this, right? If you want to get both the constituents back, you can use distillation process, where liquid is made to change to vapor state. That means after applying the process of heating, the liquid changes to vapor, and then again further it is going to be cooled down, or it is going to be condensed to get back the liquid again. Okay, so you can represent this distillation process like this. Liquid changes to vapor. Okay, first it is heated. Okay, on heating it changes to vapor state, and then it is further cooled down. So it is, you can say that this is a gas form, and here this is water. This water is in the liquid form. Okay, so it is cooled down. So here you will write on cooling. On cooling, what you are getting? You are getting your liquid back to you. Got it? So this is actually this is what happens in distillation. There is no such big description about it. The liquid which you are getting back. So after cooling, when you are getting back this liquid, it is known as distillate. What do we say? Distillate. We call it as distillate. The liquid which you obtain after cooling, that is known as distillate. Understood? So distillation is the process in which you get solid as well as liquid, both the parts, both the constituents back to you. Okay, both can be separated and you won't lose any of the constituents in such cases in this process. Okay. So now we are going to understand how the distillation process occurs. How can you separate salt and water both from the mixture of salt and water, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to have a setup for the experiment. We will take one distillation flask. You can see here there is one distillation flask, and this distillation flask is it is arranged on a tripod stand where you just put a wire gauge, and you can keep it above the wire gauge. This the flask is to be kept there. One thermometer is set up inside this, and a mixture of salt and water is taken into this flask, right? Then what else is there? You have to attach in the distillation flask you are given one attachment of a pipe over here, through which the distilled, or you can say the distilled water is taken, or you can say that the vapor form is allowed to, the vapor which is obtained out of this liquid, it is allowed to pass through this pipe. Okay, and around this pipe is surrounded by another glass tube in which water is allowed from one side, and from the other side water is taken out. And why it is allowed? This is to cool down, to make this, actually this pipe is not the pipe, you can say that it is a condenser. It is known as water condenser, where vapor is allowed to cool down because of this water. Cooling effect happens here only in this condenser. That is why the name of this tube is water condenser, right? What is happening in this? Water is allowed to pass through this water condenser, then it cools down this vapor. Due to cooling, the vapor changes to liquid form, and the hot water goes out. Again the cooled water is allowed to pass through it, and it goes on. And then here this water, the vapor which changes to liquid form, is taken into another, it is collected into another beaker, and that is your pure water. And left out is what? Here, after when you have started the heating process, here the vapor has started coming out of this, you can see here the evaporation takes place. But the liquid which changes to vapor here, it is allowed here to pass through this condenser. Okay, and once the whole process is finished, you are remaining with, you will see that the residue is left behind, and that residue is your salt. Understood? So this is the process of distillation. Okay, so we have understood how the distillation process occurs, and we have also seen that in evaporation only we get the solid part. The solid constituent is obtained in case of evaporation, whereas in case of distillation we get both the constituents, either solid or liquid. That is why we use distillation in such conditions where we want both the constituents, right? So this is all about our distillation process. Okay, so for complete separation of two miscible liquids, we are not going to use such type of methods. So for that methods, we will come up with another video. Till then, keep watching. Try to learn some of the other thing out of these classes or these videos. I hope you are gaining something, and if you really are gaining, or if you are really understanding out of it, do comment in the comments section. So keep watching, keep subscribing, and wait for another one. I'll be coming with another video. Thank you.